video is going to be a haul, but scratch that, I'm not even sure if a haul is coming. But in any case, I had some things on my mind and decided that I'd get on camera and film a video for you today. So today I want to talk about the truth about being in your 20s, the things that people don't tell you, and sort of the idea you have of what it's going to be like when you're in your 20s. For those of you who don't know, I mean, none of you probably know how old I am. I'm 26 actually. No one believes me. No one believes me. Everyone thinks I'm like 19 or something like that. But I am in fact 26, and I feel that from my experience, I can shed a lot of knowledge about what it's really like and the struggles you go through and the questions you have and the self-doubt you might have, and just, you know, just kind of how you feel. Like, I think the biggest thing about being in your 20s that I thought when I was a teenager or before then, that I thought that I'd have it all figured out by now, you know? I was supposed to be done with school by 22 and get a good job and meet a guy and get married and have kids, and all of that was supposed to happen by now, you know? All of that was supposed to be out the way, and in fact, none of those things have happened actually. I started school at one point and have yet to finish because it was a struggle between working to pay the bills that I had and having enough time to study and go to school, and ultimately I have to sustain myself and my life, and you know, the job aspect of it kind of won in the end for me to be able to support myself. Don't have a boyfriend, haven't really been seriously involved with anyone since about 2012. That person actually just got married, so that's interesting. But yeah, don't have a boyfriend, don't have a relationship. I'm not even talking to anyone right now. There's no one on my hotline. It's not blinging. Obviously, with not finishing school, well, I won't say obviously with not finishing school, because sometimes you can, you know, not finish school and still find a job or a career that you really love. But for myself, I haven't been able to do that yet. And it's a constant struggle, and I think especially for people in our generation, my generation, I think the biggest thing is finding a career. Like, that's the biggest thing. Everyone wants to know, what do you do for a living? You know, especially in the DMV area, the DC area, everyone's very big on what do you do? And depending on what you do or don't do, I think people definitely tend to look at you in a certain way. And that's one of the things I really hate about this area. Don't get me wrong, there's like a lot of well-educated men and women, black women and men especially, in this area, and they have great jobs and they finished school and, you know, all that good stuff, and they're living like, you know, a great life, or what they presume to be great. Like I said, I haven't found something that I really love to do, and it's such a struggle because when you're out with these people, you know, interacting with these other social circles, and people are like, what do you do? I'm just like, well, I work at a restaurant. And as far as what I want to do, I'm still honestly trying to figure that out. I know that I love the beauty industry, but I also want to go back to school to finish my communications degree and move sort of in the direction of PR and event planning. But like I said, I love the beauty industry, and I was actually having a conversation with someone on a dating app the other day, and he was like, well, why can't you do both? And I was like, that's really true. But I was like, I was like, well, you know, that's true, why can't I do both? But at the same time, is it practical to do both? Like, I don't know, do you have to pick one or the other? And I feel like there's so much pressure put on people to just pick something, and it's not that easy. I think the most important thing is finding something that you just genuinely love to do and not really putting a title on it, just enjoying what you like to do. And if that is able to, you know, provide for you in a way that, you know, you don't have to, you know, worry about going to get another job, or, you know, whatever the case may be, like, I think that's fabulous. That's amazing. And obviously that's the goal for everyone. So I don't know, like I said, to get back to the topic at hand, the truth about being in your 20s is you're not going to have it all figured out. You're not going to be where you thought you were when you were 16, you know, thinking about what your life was going to be. You're probably going to be single. You're probably gonna have a lot of lonely nights. Like this past weekend, I got home from work and I didn't have anyone to call, to talk to. You know, my girlfriends kind of have guys that they're talking to and involved with, and I'm just home from work and I'm just like watching Netflix, catching up on Game of Thrones, binge watching that because I don't have anyone special in my life to sort of share my day and, you know, just the little things that you kind of like enjoy doing in a relationship, and it can make you feel very, very lonely at times. But I just want you to be aware that it's not just you. There's just so many people, there's so many of us who are feeling the exact same way, feeling like, I wish, you know, I wish I was living in a better place. I wish I had a job that I loved. I wish I had someone that I loved in my life. And we should just stop just putting that pressure on ourselves and just be kind to ourselves. Like, it takes time. At the end of the day, I know people probably say this to you, and people say this to me all the time, I know. You're still so young. Sorry about that. People say, you know, you're still so young, you have so much time to figure it out. And it doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't feel like I have so much time to figure it out. It doesn't feel like I'm so young. It feels like so much time has gone by, and I feel like I'm in the same place. I know, if I'm going to be practical and be logical, I know I'm not in the same place that I was last year or the year before. You know, things have changed. Things can change dramatically in a day, a week, a month. So for sure, a year, it's just not the same as it was last year in my life, obviously. But I think because we don't see dramatic changes in our lives, we take the small little changes for granted. But those small little things are what ultimately lead you to being where you want to be, and, you know, where you're destined to be, if we should use that word. So I think my biggest thing is be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up about what you thought was supposed to happen. Let go of what you thought was supposed to happen and enjoy where you are right now, and just know that as long as you are not sitting on your ass doing nothing, as long as you are trying and wanting for yourself more, that you will get that. You know, my thing is always like, all the hardships that I go through, I'm just like, God does not want me to suffer for the rest of my life. I know that much. So just, you know, keep making little strides and little steps, and eventually it'll pay off, and you'll look back at your life, you know, 15, 20, 30, however many years from now, and you'll say, you know, although I couldn't see the progress at the time, everything was worth it, and everything ultimately led me to where I am now. So just be kind to yourself is my biggest thing. That's it. Anyways, guys, this was just a short like rant video that I wanted to put out there to you, because like I said, over the past weekend I was just kind of feeling it, and I know there's probably a lot of other people out there feeling just the same way I am. So I just wanted to share that with you and let you know that you are not alone. But yeah, hopefully you guys stick around and continue to support my channel. You know, because like I said, I'm trying to figure it out. I don't have it all figured out yet. I'm trying to, you know, ease my way into what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. But yeah, thank you for watching this video today, and please come back for the next one. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm not going to say it's a haul, but it'll be something. Consistency. That's my new word. Consistency with everything in life. All right, bye.